This report documents the excavation of Unit C14, a Viking Age pit house feature at the site of Tunnismund in the island of Samso, performed by the Harvard Viking Studies program in the year 2017 in collaboration with the Mosgard Museum. We began our work on Samso by clearing away the top layer of subsoil so we could clearly define what we believed to be feature C14, a Viking Age pit house. We then drew this into the ground and carefully photographed it from all angles so that it could later be reproduced in post-analysis via 3D imaging software. To the north side of C14, we had another feature, a post hole that we believed to possibly belong to a roof-bearing post that once held up the roof of the pit house. We then carefully measured and drew the pit house for documentation purposes and put in 4 GPS measured nails on either side of the unit so that we would have real-life reference points for all of our future measurements and documentation. We then measured out a 30 centimeter profile wall and put string around it so that it would remain untouched for the rest of the excavation. With the groundwork out of the way, we began our excavation by taking approximately 2 to 3 centimeters of soil off of both the north and south sides of the unit. We found lots of artifacts here, such as bone fragments in the south side of the unit, and lots of ceramic and a charcoal feature on the north side. But the most intriguing discovery was a layer of red burnt clay that we noticed appearing on the east side of the unit in both the north and south sides. We hypothesized that this could have indicated the pit house had burnt down, with its wall collapsing inward on itself. So we took soil samples for flotation and continued on with the next several centimeters of the excavation. Here we carefully removed the red clay and began to notice the appearance of several large rocks. Thinking these could have belonged to a structure, we left them undisturbed with mounds of dirt under them, and later, when they began to get in the way, we photo-documented them so that we could move them. This layer contained some of our most exciting finds, including a piece of ceramic rim shard definitively dating back to the Viking Age, as well as a large jawbone with one tooth still attached to it on the northern side of the unit. After photo documentation of this layer, we removed the large stones and continued downward, reaching the floor on both sides of the unit. Here we found more stones that we hypothesized to potentially belong to a fireplace on the south side of the unit. Close to the floor layer on the northern side of the unit, we found a skifer disc that we thought might have come to Samso through Norwegian traders. While it was not decorated, it was perfectly round in shape and was quite intriguing as a find on Samso. We then sifted through the dirt from both the northern and southern sides of the unit, and then we began to clean up the profile wall, preparing it to be drawn and photographed at the end of our excavation. After cleaning our profile wall, we could clearly see where the red burnt clay had run through the unit, allowing us to further contextualize some of our finds, both in relation to each other and to the other excavations taking place at the same site. After one last layer of photo documentation, we took down our profile wall, looking for final artifacts, cataloged and added to the National Registry everything we had found, and waved goodbye to our excavation of C14. I present this visual report as a companion to the written report submitted earlier on our work on Unit C14.